Scorpios, do hope that you are all super duper well. This is my channel. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. And every month I come here and I do monthly love horoscopes for you. So this is May's love horoscope for your sign. Sorry, I'm being distracted by my guides. That's how I work. I'm a psychic. I link in with my spirit guides and I channel information in either a specific way, or if it's a private reading, or in a general way, as we are looking right now. And we're being distracted because they have been very singy, but they're telling me something specific. It's like a rhyme or something. They're saying, which is the title actually of the show. They're saying here, once I was blind, but now I see the person that's in front of me. And they were repeating that before I came on, hence why it's a title. Once I was blind, but now I see the person that's in front of me. It feels to me that your eyes are going to be opened because you were blind to seeing somebody. Now, this can play out in many ways. This can mean that suddenly, particularly if you're single, that the person that is of interest for you, basically, the person that is of interest is somebody that was not in your radar before, you didn't notice them before. And now you suddenly will see them, particularly if you're single. So you didn't see somebody who loves the socks off you or could be really good for you, and you didn't see them until now. The other way that this can also be played out in what they're saying is that perhaps you have not been seeing the efforts from somebody to try to fix it, to fix a connection that perhaps has got a fracture in it. And it might be because you had a perception about how you felt that they should do it, or perhaps they were doing it and you just couldn't see it because it was behind the scenes, it was hidden from you. And now you see it. Now you see them for what they mean to you, but also perhaps your part in how you can bridge between the pair of you also too. So this is where they're saying, now where I was once blind, I now can see. I see my part in it, but I see this person and what they mean to me. This also would include if you've been in a marriage and your marriage has been 10, 15, 20 years and you've taken it for granted. They're saying in this month you was blind, but now you will see that that person is in front of you and has always been in front of you, beside you, always will, always. There's a sense of gratitude basically coming from your eyes being open to something. And the other thing, just to be a little bit more deep, is that this seeing can also not just be about you seeing another person, but also seeing yourself in different eyes for the first time too. That you are blind, but now as you look in the mirror, you're seeing somebody different, better, stronger, and that you have the power. But mainly it is this way. I have to say very strongly, this is coming across, obviously it's for all Scorpios, but they're saying for Scorpio men, this is particularly about you guys noticing the efforts of the women in your life. There's a lot of appreciation for Scorpion men around femininity and the gratitude towards that energy, about the meaning for that. So that won't just be about love relationships. This will be about appreciation for mothers, for sisters, for everything from the male Scorpio. There's a lot of praise and idealism from the Scorpio man towards the feminine energy also, as well, if you're in a heterosexual relationship. So that being said, here, because my guys keep giving me the colour pink, and the colour pink for me is around pure deep love that you have for somebody, and how we can take things for granted or we don't see things, but you have an opportunity in May to start seeing things clearly. That has been helped from your spirit guides for them to see, also to things, love to grow basically is profoundly how it's coming across. So as we look at this week by week, so saying in week 1 in particular, this you still don't see quite yet. There is still this unseeing, I guess, to a degree, and you are thinking. It's like reading a book without actually really reading it. Again, there's so much about you thinking that you knew something, only to find out that you didn't know something at all about a person or a situation, or how somebody felt about you, or what somebody had actually done for you gets revealed because you wasn't seeing it entirely correctly, is the only way to describe it. And then it causes you to sit and think. about this new revelation, this new kind of sight, you know, this insight that you've been given. And you feel like, there's a couple of things. Some of you will feel like a fool that you didn't notice it sooner, or take responsibility for some of your actions. But I have to say, it just makes you feel like you won the jackpot. It makes you feel like you've seen love for the first time. It's such a great feeling as a psychic and as a clairsentient. The feeling I'm getting is just love, and seeing what was old, or seeing that was just there in front of your face. It's just lovely, and you recognising it, and you thinking, yes, universe, thank you for this gift. Thank you for this guy who's been coming into my coffee shop every day and I didn't notice him until now. Thank you for my husband who's actually been there by my side through thick and thin. Like, thank you for this relationship coming back. There is just a tongue of gratitude that wells up inside you, Scorpio, that you just want to launch back at this person that you tag with the love feelings, basically. My guides are saying here, you want to give back what they give you. There is a mutual giving and flowing back and forth between you and another person. You want to make their wishes come true, just as they make yours. You want and you hope for this to be long term. I think for some of you, because some of you, I have to say, for a Scorpion man in particular, because you're only just recognising this, you may have to do some work. Just a little bit. Some of you, not all of you, some of you might have to do a little extra work because the other person is very grateful. But let's just say, if you hadn't, so for example, if you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship and you've been a bit lazy in the giving part of the relationship, they may have just shut down. And so then you realise how wonderful they are and all the things they do for you, and then you want to give back. At first they might be like, what? I don't know if I want this because I've not had all this for a while. What are you doing? But with persistency, they will more than meet you halfway, because it's actually what they've been seeking for, but they perhaps didn't think you saw them anymore, basically. And that's the nature of what my guides are trying to say. So much so that you will fastly want to do things. You'll want to repair things with that person. You'll want to allow them to repair things with you. You'll want to protect them and to fight for the relationship. You want to work with that other person to bring about profound change. Profound change. You're welcome, Thu. Hope that you're well. So I love this reading. Out of all the readings I've done, and you're number 11 today, what I love about this reading is the insight, the fact that we all do this, that we can take situations and people for granted, and then we recognise them, we see them for the first time, and it makes us just feel amazing about how they've been with us, but also how meaningful the relationship is. And it's a very mutual thing. It cannot be a bad thing. So you were blind, but now you'll see the person that's in front of me, and you're very happy that they were made clear to you, basically, no matter what your circumstances are. I love it. So I really, really hope that that's been helpful to you gorgeous Scorpios out there. I'll be back next month with another insight into your love life. If you'd like to know more again about me, or subscribe, all down below, guys. So I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.